Top 10 Biggest Scams in History That Shocked the World. Hey there, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into the intriguing and sometimes unbelievable world of scams. From elaborate cons to massive financial frauds, these stories left us astounded and questioning our trust. From the infamous Nigerian prince scam that started in your email inbox to elaborate Ponzi schemes that crumbled empires, we'll uncover the tactics that have duped countless victims. We're counting down the top 10 biggest scams in history that truly shocked the world. So grab some popcorn, sit back, and let's get started. Number 10. The Enron Scandal in 2001. Kicking off our list is the Enron Scandal, one of the largest corporate frauds ever. Enron, once a powerhouse in the energy sector, manipulated its financial statements, inflating profits and concealing debt. Investors lost billions while top executives walked away with millions. This scandal led to tighter regulations and a shakeup in the business world. The Enron scandal serves as a cautionary tale about the importance of transparency, ethical behavior, and accurate financial reporting in the business world. It also underscores the need for effective regulatory oversight to prevent similar abuses in the future. It remains one of the most significant and studied corporate scandals in history. Number 9. The Eiffel Tower Sale in 1925. At number 9, we have the Eiffel Tower Sale in 1925. Victor Lustig was a notorious con artist who had a reputation for being charming, fluent in multiple languages, and skilled in forgery and disguise. He had pulled off many scams before, such as selling a fake money printing machine and posing as a bank official to steal money from depositors. The con artist Victor Lustig posed as a government official and sold the Eiffel Tower to a scrap metal dealer for 250,000 francs. He claimed that the tower was too expensive to maintain and that the government wanted to get rid of it. He even showed the dealer fake documents and took him to the tower for inspection. Poisson agreed and paid Lustig the money. Lustig then fled to Austria with his accomplice, leaving Poisson with nothing but worthless papers. Lustig repeated the scam a few months later until he was caught by the FBI in 1935. Number 8. Bre-X Minerals Gold Scandal in 1997. Coming in at number 8, the Bre-X Minerals Gold Scandal rocked the mining industry. It involved a Canadian company that claimed to have discovered a massive gold deposit in Indonesia in the 1990s. The company's stock price soared from pennies to over $200 per share, making it worth billions of dollars. However, it turned out that the company had been salting its samples with gold dust. The scam was exposed in 1997 when an independent investigation by another mining company revealed that the samples were tampered with. The news caused Bre-X's stock to collapse, wiping out billions of dollars of investors' money. The scandal also triggered a criminal investigation, lawsuits, and regulatory reforms in the mining industry. Number 7. The Nigerian Prince Scam in 2005. Sliding into number 7. The Nigerian Prince Scam. This is one of the most well-known and widespread scams in the internet age. It involves an email from a person claiming to be a Nigerian prince or a high-ranking official who needs your help to transfer a large sum of money out of the country. They ask you to pay a small fee or provide your bank account details in exchange for a share of the money. However, once you send them money or information, they disappear or ask for more money until you realize you are scammed. At the heart of the scam is a compelling story. The scammers concoct elaborate tales of political turmoil, royal families in distress, and hidden fortunes needing rescue. These tales aim to captivate the victim's sympathy and curiosity, enticing them to help, for a fee, of course. This is regarded as one of the most popular scams till date. Number 6. The Fire Festival Fiasco 2017. Taking the 6th spot is the Fire Festival disaster. Promoted as a luxury music festival in paradise, attendees were met with makeshift tents, soggy mattresses, and lack of basic amenities. The organizers had exaggerated and misled about the event, leaving disappointed festival-goers and tarnished reputations. The festival was cancelled and McFarland was arrested and charged with fraud for lying to investors and customers. He pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 6 years in prison and ordered to forfeit $26 million. He also faced multiple lawsuits from ticket holders, vendors, and employees who claimed they were scammed or unpaid by him. Number 5. The Great Diamond Heist in 2003. Now, at number 5, let's talk about the Great Diamond Heist. a group of Italian thieves managed to steal an astonishing $100 million worth of diamonds, gold, and other gems from the Antwerp Diamond Center vault. Their meticulous planning and audacious execution shocked the world. The heist was considered one of the biggest and most sophisticated in history, as the thieves left no trace of their identity or method. However, they made a crucial mistake by leaving behind a partially eaten sandwich in a nearby garbage bin. The police were able to extract DNA from the sandwich and match it to Notar Bartolo, who was already known as a jewel thief. Notar Bartolo was arrested and sentenced to 10 years in prison. He claimed that he was hired by a mysterious diamond dealer named Nino to carry out the heist, but the police never found any evidence of his existence. The majority of the stolen loot was never recovered, and the whereabouts of the other thieves remain unknown. Number 4. The Charles Ponzi Scheme in 1920. Coming in at number 4, we have the scheme that gave Ponzi schemes their iconic name. The Charles Ponzi scheme was a fraudulent investment operation that took place in 1920 in the United States. It was orchestrated by Charles Ponzi, an Italian immigrant who claimed to have found a way to make huge profits by buying and selling international postal reply coupons. Ponzi promised his investors a 50% profit within 45 days or 100% profit within 90 days, and attracted thousands of people who gave him millions of dollars. However, Ponzi did not actually buy any coupons, but instead used the money from new investors to pay off the old ones, creating the illusion of a successful business. He was arrested and charged with mail fraud, and later with larceny. He pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 5 years in prison. He was also sued by his investors, who recovered only a fraction of their money. Ponzi spent the rest of his life in and out of jail, and died in poverty in Brazil in 1949. Number 3. The Lehman Brothers collapse in 2008. Securing the third spot is the Lehman Brothers collapse. The Lehman Brothers collapse was a major event that triggered the global financial crisis of 2007-2008. Lehman Brothers was one of the largest and oldest investment banks in the world, founded in 1850. It had a reputation for innovation and risk-taking, and was heavily involved in the subprime mortgage market, which offered loans to borrowers with low credit ratings. However, when the housing bubble burst in 2007, Lehman Brothers faced huge losses from its mortgage-backed securities, which were securities based on pools of mortgages that lost value as borrowers defaulted. Lehman Brothers also had a high level of debt, which made it vulnerable to a loss of confidence from its creditors and investors. In September 2008, Lehman Brothers tried to find a buyer or a bailout from the government, but failed to secure either. On September 15, 2008, it filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection, the largest in U.S. history at that time. It had $639 billion in assets and $613 billion in debts. The collapse of Lehman Brothers sent shockwaves through the global financial system, as it caused a panic among other banks, investors, and markets. Number 2. The Banco Ambrosiano Scandal in 1982. Taking the penultimate spot is the Banco Ambrosiano Scandal. The Banco Ambrosiano Scandal was a major financial and political scandal that involved the collapse of Italy's second-largest bank, Banco Ambrosiano, in 1982. The bank was founded in 1896 and had close ties with the Vatican Bank, which was its main shareholder. The bank was also involved in various illegal activities, such as money laundering, tax evasion, and financing of right-wing terrorist groups. The Italian bank's chairman, Roberto Calvi, was found dead under mysterious circumstances. The bank's collapse revealed a complex web of corruption, money laundering, and ties to the Vatican, sending shockwaves through Italy and beyond. The bank's collapse revealed that it had accumulated huge debts of over $1 billion, which were partly due to its loans to shell companies controlled by the Vatican Bank. Number 1. The Bernie Madoff Ponzi Scheme in 2008. Finally, at number 1, it's none other than Bernie Madoff's Ponzi scheme again. The Bernie Madoff Ponzi scheme was a massive fraud that involved the deception of thousands of investors by Bernard L. Madoff, a prominent Wall Street financier and former chairman of the Nasdaq Stock Exchange. Madoff's scheme lasted for decades and involved an estimated $65 billion of fictitious assets. He was able to evade detection by falsifying records, lying to regulators, and bribing auditors. He also cultivated an exclusive and secretive image, attracting wealthy and influential clients, such as celebrities, charities, banks, and hedge funds. Madoff's scheme collapsed in 2008, when the global financial crisis caused many investors to withdraw their funds, exposing his inability to pay them. He confessed to his sons, who reported him to the authorities. He was arrested on December 11, 2008, and pleaded guilty to 11 federal crimes on March 12, 2009. He was sentenced to 150 years in prison and ordered to pay $170 billion in restitution. He died in prison in 2021. And there you have it, the top 10 biggest scams in history that left the world in disbelief. From financial frauds to grand illusions, these stories remind us to always be vigilant and critical. Which of these scams shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on any of our videos. Thanks for joining us, and until next time, stay curious.